that was an unpleasant viewing experience. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 anime scenes that are hard to watch. For this list, we'll be looking at the moments in anime where the content was so cringeworthy, all we wanted was to erase the last hour from our memories. Keep in mind, we're not talking about horrific or mature content. It's more about the social awkwardness that somehow comes across as even more painful than your average anime death scene. I'm Todd Habercorn, watching anime but not realizing it was anime. I often wondered why cup sizes were so huge, why skin was so shiny, and why volume modulation of people's voices was so vast in range within mere seconds.
Let's get ready to Mojo!
Number 10, Parental Disappointment. Watamote. We've all had those moments. The times where our parents caught us doing something we shouldn't have. To the point where you're unsure if they even love you anymore. Hashtag don't leave the loaded gun in the sock drawer if you don't want me to find it. Well, as it happens, whatever shame haunts you, it's likely got nothing on the time Tomoko's mother caught her listening to raunchy audio of a famous actor. See, after getting him to record some weird lines for her, Tomoko mashed them together so they sounded as erotic as possible. Only for her mother to walk in while the audio was still playing, and yeah, the look on her face says it all. I'll get the phone number for a local therapist. Number 9, Hina cleans house. Hino Matsuri. On the other hand, you have to love how Hino went out of her way to try and make her Yakuza caretaker happy by cleaning his apartment. Too bad the results were utterly calamitous. After accidentally breaking an expensive vase, Oron, things just fall off the rails. Sheets get tossed out the window, water is spilled everywhere, crockery gets smashed to pieces. She eats all the salmon roux in the fridge. Good intentions, horrible execution. Don't be scared if the repair bill amount is confused with a zip code. Number 8, Embarrassing Senpai. The Disastrous Life of Saikike. Oh, Kaido. You're our favorite character. You're funny as hell. But by the grace of Dark Reunion, boy, you need to learn to read the room. In a fond farewell to a graduating third-year friend, Kaido eagerly recounts their many adventures.
この場を借りてお世話になった先輩に感謝の意を伝えたく思います。それは3年4組の峰尾信明。いえ、アルフォンス・カルシファー・ライデン先輩に。誰だよ。
There are many imaginative, highly nerdy, super embarrassing adventures where both pretended to be super-powered badasses who fought evil and unleashed dialogue that only the most insecure of fan fiction writers would dare utter. Or the screenwriters of The Last Jedi. And he discussed all this in front of the entire school. The second-hand embarrassment is strong with this one, but this is the way.
アルフォンス・カルシファー・ライデン先輩、あなたの話してくれたこと、俺は一生忘れません。
Number 7, Hachiman destroys his reputation. Again. My teen romantic comedy snafu.
先に戻るわ。
The Service Club will go out of their way in order to help their fellow students with their everyday problems in the most unorthodox ways imaginable. Though you have to wonder if Hachiman really had to throw himself on the sword just to save a fellow classmate who was going to get rejected.
ずっと前から好きでした。俺と付き合ってください。
In order to ensure a group's dynamics remains the same, Hachiman takes the ultimate plunge by getting turned down by the girl in his stead. And as such, loses a lot of standing with the ladies that he actually likes. It's cool. We all need a little rejection from time to time. Keeps us grounded and chronically depressed.
うまく説明できなくてもどかしいのだけれど、あなたのそのやり方、とても嫌い。
Number 6, back massages. We never learn. In some ways, Naruyuki could be seen to be living out the dream here. After all, how many guys can say they've ended up giving intimate massages to their beautiful classmates and their sizzling teacher? Of course, none of them recognize him because he's stuck in a mascot suit. Nor do they expect him to have magic fingers that can bring them to the edge of nirvana.
すごいです。
確かにこりゃえらい凝ってるな。
It's awkward enough seeing the young tutor get way too into it, but the tipping point comes when the mascot suit falls off. No amount of back rubs is gonna make up for that. Now, if you throw in a foot rub, maybe. Number 5, pretty much any magical performance. Magical senpai.
5万でどう？
こんなにくれるんですか？
それはダメなやつ。
She wants to be a magician. She's as adorbs as can be, and she has crippling stage fright. What happens when you put all that together? Plenty of gloriously failed magic acts.
お次はお札切断マジック。パフパフ。というわけで1000円札プリーズ。
嫌ですよ。
Seeing her constantly lose her clothing is pretty standard fare, but when she fails at the most basic of performance arts, like the time she tried to pretend she was cutting money in half, only to actually cut it in half, and was forced to pay it back, that's just not convenient for a day aimed at joy.
なんと1000円札は私の財布に移動していたのです。すごいよね。
Number 4, Ultimate Magicians. Wise man's grandchild. Then again, maybe Senpai was better off sticking to her clumsy routine, because nothing can compare to the self-serving travesty that was this little announcement.
それと何かチーム名を考えろ。研究会の名前じゃ学生じみて迫力に欠ける。今かよ。
After deciding that the obvious solution to stop a demon threat is to send a bunch of magical kids off to fight them, resident isekai Jesus Shin Wolford decides the group of underdeveloped wastes of oxygen deserve a team name, one befitting of their apparent talents. What does he come up with? The Ultimate Magicians.
俺たちは必ず魔人を討伐してきます。アルティメットマジシャンズが。
And the kingdom sings their praises like it's the greatest thing on the planet. We'll just be over here, shaking our heads.
アルティメットマジシャンズ出陣。
Number 3, Literary Girl, Daily Lives of High School Boys. She just wanted to live out her fantasy and fall in love with a quiet otaku besides a riverbank who happened to spout deep dialogue about the wind.
気まずい。何？なんだ？誰だ？なんで無言なんだ？
Was that really too much to ask? Apparently so, because each and every attempt this bumbling bookworm makes in order to get herself the boy of her dreams, which happens to take the form of Hidenori, ends in complete disaster.
いやー
Either she hurts herself, someone gets in the way, or the exchange gets so awkward, both would rather jump into the river and drown.
ですから元気を出して。
Number 2, the Toothbrush. Nisei Monogatari. Bet you wouldn't think I'd pronounce that correctly. If I've said it once, I've said it a billion times before. Dental hygiene should never be used as a catalyst for incestuous fun times. Then again, that really only applies to Araragi and Karen. When they decide to play a rather kinky game of brushing her teeth,
喘ぎ声にも似た彼の声を聞いてるとすげえ変な気持ちになる。
yes, it's weird. Yes, it goes on for far too long, but at least Karen got that pesky plaque between her gums, right? How dare the two of you defile the holy practice of dentistry?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Baki gets the talk. Baki. What are you even supposed to do in a situation like this? Having the world's strongest man show up in your bedroom is already terrifying enough, I think. But him invading his son's house just to give him a lecture on the birds and the bees while he's in bed with his crush?
You're gonna turn over, and you're gonna look directly into the eyes of your dad.
That's a whole new level of discomfort, especially when he starts telling the two to keep going at it until their bodies can't take it anymore. Because that's apparently a way to become strong?
Do it till your body aches. Do it till you can't stand up straight. Do it till you're sick of it. Then do it some more.
This is crazy.
Well, it is cardio, higher reps per set. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. The fact this somehow works just makes this whole situation wrong on every conceivable level.
Consider this my blessing. Good night.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.